let's get started. We are going to start laying on our side today. So let's start on our right side. We're just going to interlace our fingers and sandwich our head in between our hands. Just make sure that your head's nice and heavy on that bottom arm. We're going to stack those hips. Push that top hip away just so that you've got that nice alignment with your pelvis. And then just bend your knees so that your feet are in line with your bottom. Okay, let's get started. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And then use that exhale to reach that top elbow up to the ceiling. And then see if you can reach it to the wall behind you, keeping those hips shining forward. Take a nice big deep breath in here. And then slowly close on up. Perfect, let's do that again. Open your arms up with a big exhale. And close back up. Let's do our last two. Try not to move those hips. We really want to focus on bringing that spine out like it's a sponge. Last one, let's hold it for a few extra breaths just to make the most of this lovely stretch. Great for your posture. Lovely. Now let's keep that head nice and heavy on that bottom arm. You can extend that arm nice and long if you find that more comfortable. Top hand's either going to go in front of your belly button, or if you're new to Pilates, you can tuck it in under your waist just to keep that spine nice and straight and in alignment. Okay, let's keep that bottom leg nice and bent. We're going to pick that top leg. It's going to stay bent too. We're going to draw some nice big circles with that knee in the sky. Let's do about 5 one way, as big as you can go without the rest of your body kind of flailing around. So you can anchor those hips down with your hand if you feel it. Okay, let's reverse the movement. Big circles the other way. Might feel a few crunches if you're anything like me. And then one more. Beautiful. Let's bring that leg to a halt. We're just going to extend that leg nice and long, point your toes, and let's start to lift and lower here. We're not here to work hard today, we're here to move that body, make it feel nice and oiled, so we're not here for too long. Let's do 5 more. 3. And the last one, let's just pick that leg up and do some tiny little pulses of that ankle to the sky. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that leg back in. You can give that bottom a little thank you pat if it needs it. And then let's come over to the other side. So we're just going to bring ourselves up and around, starting with those book opening stretches. So we're going to interlace our fingers, sandwich our head, hips are stacked, legs are bent, feet are in line with your bottom. And let's take that top elbow up to the ceiling. Reach it to the wall behind you. Take a lovely big deep breath in here. And then close on up. I have the most beautiful view of a bright blue sky here when I open up. It's so nice. You got it all inside of you. We've got 2 more. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And the last one, let's hold it for a few extra breaths. You got it all inside of you. Close back up. Okay, keep that head relaxed on that bottom arm. You extend it nice and long. Hips stay stacked. Place that top hand in front of you or under your waist. And let's pick that top leg up. It's staying bent. Feel that femur bone really heavy in your hip socket. We're going to do those 5 nice big circles. Okay, let's reverse the movement. 5 big circles the other way. And one last one. Bring that leg to a halt. Let's extend that leg nice and long. Point your toe. Let's lift and lower. We want to send all of our energy down our leg and out that big toe. Last 6. 4 to go. Last one. Pick that leg up nice and high. Let's pulse that ankle to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that leg back in. Little thank you to that bottom. We're going to come onto our tummies now. Roll on over. Let's place our hands by our chest. You're going to hug your elbows in towards your body. Point them towards your feet. Then we're going to engage our core. So imagine your belly button's allergic to the mat. Let's lift it up. Press that pubic bone slightly into the mat. And we'll take a lovely breath in here. Using your next exhale, let's bring our head, neck and shoulders up into a little bit of extension. Just have a look at the floor in front of you. Take a breath in and then slowly come back down. So we're keeping those bottom ribs fairly attached to the mat. This is more working the top half of your body. We want to feel a little bit taller each time we come up and then lower back down. Let's do 4 more. Use that exhale to help come up nice and high. Make sure those shoulders are staying away from your ears. You want to feel so lovely after this move. And last one. Come back down. Let's take that a little bit further now. We're going to reach those arms over your head. Take a breath in. Let's use our exhale just to pick our left hand and our right leg up off the mat. And lower them back down. Let's swap sides of right hand, left leg. Let's keep alternating from side to side, keeping that pubic bone pressed into the mat. Let's go for 7. Last one. Okay, can we take this the next step further? Can you pick both hands and legs up off the mat just to hover? We're going to do a little flutter. We're swimming away from a crocodile here, so let's go nice and fast for 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Relax back down. Place your hands by your chest, and let's push back into a quick little child's pose. Now, you should be able to get your bottom to your heels if you've got the flexibility. I have a terrible knee situation, so I can't quite get there, but this is still feeling lovely. Okay, let's take our left hand over just to the outside of your mat, and let's stack our right hand on top, and we'll have a nice big stretch through the right side of your body. And then bring that right hand just to the outside of your right side of your mat. Left hand comes on top, big stretch here. And then let's come back to center. We're going to come up onto all 4s now. So wrists come under shoulders, knees come under hips. Fix your t-shirt up if you need to. Let's do a couple of cats and cows here. So big exhale as you curve your spine. Tuck your tailbone in between your legs. Send your belly button to the sky. And then using that next exhale, untap that tailbone, belly button comes down, gaze comes up. So let's exaggerate each move with the exhale. We'll do 1 more each way. And we're just going to come halfway between each move. Straighten that spine out, engage your core, and put your tailbone to the wall behind you. Okay, let's work our left hand and our right leg. So we're going to glide them nice and long on the mat. Let's start to lift and lower, keeping in mind that we don't want to arch that lower back as we lift that leg. So just go as high as you possibly can. Keep that core engaged to help out. And we're spinning our energy out of our fingers and out of our toes as we lift. Let's go for 4. Those fingers and toes up. We're going to freeze them in line with our shoulder and our hip. With a big exhale, let's round our spine and bring our knee to our elbow. And then with our exhale, let's shoot it away. Let's go again. Let's do 8 more. Little balance challenge here for you. Last 6. 4 to go. Last one. Send those fingers and toes long. Let's pulse to the sky. Let's go for 8. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into center. Okay, let's swap sides. Right hand, left leg goes long. Let's lift and tap. Core staying engaged. Arm and leg is straight, and just that kneeling or that standing hand, our left one, try and keep that elbow very slightly bent. Let's go for 6. Last 4. 2. Last 1. Pick those fingers and toes up. Quick little reach array. Use that exhale to bring it all in. Inhale to send it away. Last 6. 4 to go. 2. Last 1. Reach those fingers and toes nice and long. Let's pulse upwards. Let's go for 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Quick little child's pose just to give that body a rest. Awesome. We're going to come and sit on the mat now. We're going to come straight into our mermaid's position. So left leg in line with the side of the mat. Right leg's our mermaid's tail. Let's place your hands in front of you, and we're going to walk those fingers away from your body, just coming down nice and low. Can you rest your elbows down? Can you lower your head all the way to the ground? Try not to hike that right hip too much as we're down here. And we'll push ourselves back up, slowly walk ourselves up. Okay, let's take our left hand. We're going to place it so beside our knees sticking out. We're going to place it in line with our hip down on the mat, nice and long. Let's just come into that nice, big, deep mermaid stretch. So soften that bottom elbow, soften that right elbow, and then sit back up. Let's just do 2 more of these. Big exhale as we tighten. We want to lengthen through that right side as much as we can. You're going to feel so nice and tall after this little series. Okay, on our next one, let's bring that right arm up and over. Quick pause here. And then can we take that right hand into the small of your back? You're going to rotate and look down towards that left hand. And let's bring that crease of your elbow towards your fingers. So as we lower our elbow, it's going to come in line with our bottom and our hand. We're going to push back up. So a little bit of an awkward side push up here for you. Keep your shoulders away from the ears as you lift and lower. Let's do 6 more. Last 4. Last 1. And then we'll come all the way back up to sitting. Awesome. Let's lean back on your sit bones. Swing those legs around to the other side. So our left leg's our mermaid's tail now. Right leg's in line with the front of the mat. That right hand's going to go out nice and long. It's in line with your bottom. And let's, that microphone's very annoying. Let's bring that left arm up and over. And back down. We're bending through the waist as we come over. And then straightening out as we come back up. Let's do 2 more. And then last one, let's have a quick pause in this side bend. And then we'll take that left hand into the small of your back. Look down towards your hand so that neck's nice and long. Rotate that crease towards your fingers. And we're lowering and tapping. Can you keep most of your weight in that right hand so that arm is working hard. Go for 4. Last one. And then we'll sit ourselves back up. Good work. Okay, let's come and sit in the center of our mat. Feet are at the end of our mat, and we're going to hug our knees in towards our chest, nice and close, and really round your spine. We're going to roll like a ball here. So let's look down towards your belly button. Pick those toes up, so it's a little balance challenge again for you. With your exhale, we're going to roll back onto your shoulders. And then inhale as you sit up. We don't want our toes to touch the ground. Let's go down, curve and roll back. Crunch, 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 sit up. Let's do one last one. And sit up. Oh, it feels so good. Let's place your feet down on the ground. Hands go under your knees. And let's curve and help ourselves roll all the way down to laying. Take my hair clip out. Once we're here, let's find that neutral spine. So we've got our little gap under our lower back, tailbone slightly imprinted, arms by your side, and that pelvis is just shining directly up towards the ceiling. Let's place our hands down, anchor them on the mat, and let's do a couple of bridges. We're just going to tilt your pelvis towards your belly button. Hold that little scoop you've created with your pelvis and let's fill up into a bridge. And take a breath in at the top once we've got a straight line between our knees and our shoulders. And then let's roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Finding that neutral spine with an inhale. And then let's go again. Curve and roll back up. Keeping your weight even through both feet. And reaching our knees over our toes. Back down. Let's just do 4 more. Awesome, we'll find that neutral spine at the end. Let's pick our legs into our tabletop position one at a time. So you can slightly imprint that lower spine into the mat if you need to. Then just take your hands out just a little bit wider than your mat, about 45 degrees. We're going to glue our knees and our ankles together. Let's take those legs over to the left as low as you can without that right shoulder picking up. Inhale as you bring them through center. Exhale as you swap sides. So we're like a little pendulum swinging from side to side here. Keeping those shoulders anchored nice and heavy into the ground. Let's do one more each side. And we're going to finish by bringing those legs over to the left. Let's lower them all the way to the ground. It's okay if that right shoulder picks up. Place your left hand on that right. Look over your right shoulder. To the right side. Place them down on the ground. That right hand's going on your left knee. Look over your shoulder. Hopefully you don't have a microphone in your way. And then we'll bring those legs back to center. Awesome. When you're ready, we're going to roll over onto our tummy and come back up onto all fours. Perfect work. Grab my hair clip. Hands go on the mat, under your shoulders. Flex your feet, toes go down into the mat too. Let's pike that bottom up to the sky. The big exhale. Let's make the perfect inverted triangle. We'll just do a couple of walking on the spot moves here, just lowering one heel at a time and really leaning into that straight leg. And then can you drop both heels down to the ground, straighten that spine out as much as possible. And using your next exhale, we're going to transfer our weight forward into a plank. Drop that bottom down, roll those shoulders back. Let's hold it here for 5. Oh, last one, plank back up. Plank back up even. Good work, let's go again. We're coming back into that plank. Big exhale. And pike back up. Let's do one last one. They're so good for us. And pike back up. Awesome, let's soften those knees now. And we're going to walk our hands towards our feet. I'm going to lose you on the screen now. So we're now roll down here. So just let your head and your arms hang nice and heavy. Make sure you've got most of the weight in the front of your toes. You're going to take a breath in and then use your exhale to slowly roll yourself up to standing. Bringing your shoulders, your neck and your head up last. Give those shoulders a roll back at the top. You guys stay standing. I'm going to come down so you can see me. Let's interlace your fingers behind your back. Send your arms away from your body and just give your head 2 big circles around your neck one way and 2 the other way. You guys are all done. Ready to start your day. Hope you enjoyed that little mobility session. I'll see you next time.